Last week we started our fraction unit and we did adding and subtracting. Who can tell me about when I add and subtract fractions, what's the main thing I have to make sure? The denominators are the same. That is called a common denominator, yes? Today we're going to move on to multiplying and dividing, and the best part of this is you don't need a common denominator. Okay? So again, let's go over our vocabulary. What is a numerator? The top number in a fraction. What is a denominator? The bottom number in a fraction. A mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. So again, a mixed number is like having dollar bills in your pocket, and the fraction is like the change, the quarters, the dimes, the nickels, the pennies. Now, this is a word you need to know. It is called a reciprocal. Did y'all learn this word last year? Yes. A reciprocal is when you take a fraction and you flip it. You flip it upside down. So whatever was on top is now on bottom, and whatever was on bottom is now on top. It is where you flip a fraction upside down. Now, you won't need to do this today, but we will when we're dividing. So we wanted to go ahead and talk about it. So in a reciprocal, an example of a reciprocal, if you take 2/3, what is the reciprocal? 3/2. A simplified fraction is a fraction that is simplified to its smallest form. And an improper fraction is never simplified to its smallest form. All right, let's talk about the steps to multiply fractions. To multiply fractions, you simply multiply straight across. And then simplify your answer. Now, unlike adding and subtracting, where the denominator stays the same, we're actually going to multiply with the denominator. So the numerator will be multiplied by the numerator, and the denominator will be multiplied by the denominator. Now, the other thing we need to talk about, if you're multiplying mixed fractions, you need to do around the world first to make it an improper fraction. Then you can multiply straight across. So you can't do this with mixed numbers. Got it? All right, let's look at the first example. Are there any mixed fractions in here? So I'm going to multiply straight across. 7 times 3 is 21. 8 times 5 is... Now, before I move on, I'm going to ask myself, can I simplify that? Do they have anything in common that I can divide them by? No. And this is where knowing our math facts would help us the most, okay? All right, the next one. Are there any mixed fractions involved? No, so I'm going to multiply straight across. So I have 1 times 4 is, and 5 times 7 is. Okay, is there anything that they have in common that we can simplify? No. Now look at the next one and tell me about it. What do y'all see? There is a mixed fraction. You cannot do it. So you're going to do what is called around the world. Now, if you forgot this from last year, I need you to really pay attention. To do around the world, you're just going to go around. That's why it's called that. You're going to start here, and you're going to multiply the denominator by the whole number. You're going to do 3 times 22, which is 66, and you're going to write it right here. Now, have we gone all the way around the world? No, you're going to take that answer you just got and add it to your numerator. 66 plus 1, guys, is 67. You keep the denominator. Now I can multiply 1/2. And I can multiply straight across. 67 times 1 is 67, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now, this is an improper fraction, yes? So I'm going to ask myself, how many times can 6 go into 67?
11.
Well, I know 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 11 is 66. So I can take out 11 whole numbers from this. So 11 is going to be my whole number. And 6 times 11 is 66. How many are left over? 1, and keep the denominator. Any questions about mixed fractions? All right, let's go do this one. Everybody do this one on your own. Is that a good answer?
No.
I need to simplify by finding their greatest common multiple. Greatest common factor. Could I divide by 2? But is that the greatest? Probably 4 would be better. So let's start with 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 40 divided by 4 is 10. That helped me skip a step than if I had divided by 2. All right, I want you to do around the world on your own on this one, and then wait for me. Once you've done around the world, I want you to look up at the board and see if you did it correctly. Yes? All right, now multiply straight across.
Do we have to have a whole number?
If it's an improper fraction, so if the numerator is bigger than the denominator, then yes. Because that means there are whole numbers that you can pull out. How many times can 6 go into 55? Because 6 times 9 is? So 9 whole dollars can be pulled out. And again, 9 times 6 is 54. How many's left over? 1 over 6. Okay, let's look at the last one. Do you see a mixed fraction? So what do you have to do first? So I want y'all to do this one on your own. I'm going to do step 1. After you do step 1, I want you to look at the board and check. Check your step 1 before you move on. Yes, ma'am.
Does it matter where I put the 9 for?
No.
Okay.
Because what is, the rule says it doesn't matter what order you multiply in, right? Is my answer good?
No.
What is 36 divided by 36?
1.
So my answer is 1. Do y'all have any questions about around the world? Okay, question. Do we need a common denominator to multiply? No. All you do is multiply straight across, but you must not have a mixed number. So we do around the world first. Everybody got it? All right, I'm going to pass out your assignment. Okay, your name should be at the top of your paper. You must show your work. Okay, so am I going to need to do around the world here? Yes, then multiply straight across. Simplify your answer, and please circle or box in your final answer. Okay, we are going to do the entire paper. There's 10 on the front and 4 on the back. Now, question. What is today's assignment? Like, what is it titled? So when you get to the word problems, what do you think you're probably going to be doing? Multiplying, and if you need to do around the world first, you will. Got it? Okay, you may start.